I mean, we all had crushes in high school.
I mean, I did not have a...
Oh, really?
His mother. I don't got no mother.
I don't got no money. If I go down, all of us are going down. Keep quiet.
I'm very curious. How did you come about with the title, the presidency?
Yeah, the presidency took a lot of heads, some quite good heads, to come up with the title, the presidency, because the initial title we had was Mr. President. Ironic, right? Yeah. And to see you're seeing a woman, Mr. President, and all that, but worldwide, it's women are they've been pushed aside for this office. So we use the title Mr. President to see a woman winning a man's turf. You understand? So we realized that title had been taken by some other productions in the past. So we had to go back to the drawing board to look for how to restructure the title. So we came up with the presidency.
I noticed on your social media, you call yourself the Quiet Rebel. And I find that very intriguing. What is that about?
Well, I've always been a bit of a reserved person, but I'm someone who's very clear in my mind about what I want out of life. And I'm quite dogged in my determination to get it. So that's what I mean. So just, a lot of people mistake quiet for being easy to push over. But I'm not easy to push over.
She's not easy to push over.
Not at all, my darling.
Okay. In the political climate of today, I read that only about 5 women are heads of state. Say there's a woman watching this who is struggling to believe herself in a male-dominated space. What would you have to say to her?
I would say that you were created by the one true God that created every human being, including every man.
Yeah.
And he has put so much potential in you. You are more than someone's sister. You are more than someone's mother, even though motherhood is such a blessing.
Yeah.
You are more than someone's daughter. You are you, with your unique gifts and traits that God put in you for a purpose. And you should not allow that purpose to be wasted. So I would encourage any young woman who wants to go into leadership to please, be inspired by what we're doing today and go for it.
Looking back at your first ever audition tape, what would that guy that did the first audition tape say to this guy of this evening?
We did it, bro.
Did it, bro?
We're doing it, bro. We're growing, dog.
They also the IGB.
No lies, dog. No lies.
What helped you to get the accent that correctly? Like, it was pretty accurate.
I got inspiration from Daniel Ezra. Yeah, Daniel Ezra from All American. Okay. Now, Daniel Ezra is a British actor, but he had an American accent. So if he could do it, I could try to do it.
Period.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you're in the same room with Jay, your character, and you want to advise him based on you have, foresight as to the decisions that he makes and the impact of the decisions. What will you say to him?
First off, Jay, I'm talking to Jay, right?
Yes.
First off, bro, I support what you did, man.
Okay.
But you could take it easier. We didn't have to go violent. People didn't have to lose their lives, bro. It could have been easier. But I support what you did.
Support regardless.
Regardless.
What are your hopes for the type of roles that you start to get after this?
I'm open to challenging myself. So if I get more action-packed roles, I don't mind.
Okay.
More adventure roles, I don't mind. You give me musicals, I'd like to try that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw you dancing on your Instagram.
Oh.
You dance?
Oh yeah, I'm a dancer. I'm actually a dancer.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So tell me what your character represented to Jay in this story.
Okay, so Agatha was more like Jay's love interest.
Okay.
Yeah, she was more like Jay's love interest. They've been, they've been together since they went to the same high school. So, they liked each other and all of that. They probably didn't want to put a tag to it, but, they liked each other. And so her coming back to work with his mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Her coming back to work with his mom, she didn't know, she didn't have any idea. So it was more like an undercover thing. Yeah.
Would you work for your love interest's mom if you had to, or is this something that you completely avoid?
I would.
Okay.
I would. Big time.
All right. Tell me about your experience just in general, being on set with, Folakemi, Mr. Jide Kosoko, Anta, and Maluk Marek himself.
So everybody was amazing. They made it easy for each and every one of us to work. So if I want to be in, I would love to be in that space again. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Honestly, when I rapped, I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to go home.
That's
because
it first.
It was so nice. I didn't want to go home. Like it was, the energy was just too beautiful.
She's the similar reason that we have Mallum on the presidency today. Can you tell us about that story?
Okay, so one fateful day, I saw a post of the director. He was in search for a young actor that could even not fake the accent, but can speak the American accent.
Okay.
And I remember seeing a video of Marlon on his Instagram. He made a monologue using the American accent. I was like, "This is your guy." So I sent him his Instagram link, and immediately sent it back to me. I was like, "This is the person we're looking for. Thank you so much." And I was so happy,
Just like that.
just like that.
Please, I'm going to give you my own Instagram handle. And also tell me about your character because you're in this film as well. I mean, you did not just give us the star, you are here. So tell me about it.
So I played the role of Adeswa. She is the presenter who gets to interview the president herself and her contenders. So Adeswa is a very, very strong character. I won't say much about it. You guys should just watch out for Adeswa.
Tell me what this film has taught you about women in leadership, you know, being in a space that is male dominated and still having to fight for your own space.
Well, I've come to learn that when you give a woman, no matter how little you give a woman, she's going to create a lot out of it. So I feel like this film is going to show people out there that women stand a chance to do better things than just being at home, taking care of kids, taking care of the home front. We have that capacity to do a lot more. So we should just be given that chance, basically. Yes.
You did work with Gideon Okeke, who is like our action guy as of now in Nollywood. Tell me about how it was like directing the run and chasing scenes. You know, I think there was a scene at the Third Mainland, or is there any scene where somebody fell over water or over a bridge?
Yeah, jumped off a bridge.
Jumped off a bridge. So what was it like doing that and working with the stunts coordinators?
Well, our stunt coordinator, his name is Toff. That's his name. Industry name Toff. The guy that's the name that fits him, Toff. You get, and Gideon Okeke is another Toff. You get, me too, I be Toff. My name is Samson. You understand? So yeah, we worked. So putting three Toffs together will give you get. So we did the little our resources could afford. When you have unlimited resources, you're not bothered about paying for expensive cameras for days. You get bothered about crew welfare, hotel bills, and so many other expenses that come along. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of ways to tell the story we've told that would have been way more gang than it currently is. But yeah, we did a lot within our means. So if I had unlimited resources to tell the story, trust me, what you've seen is 10%. What you would have seen with unlimited resources would probably have been 99%. Let me give 1% to human error. We did as much as we could do within the confines of our resources, with all the toughs that we had on set.
Did you have any real life reference points that helped you really tell the story well?
So, luckily for us, around this time when this story was being created, we had the American political climate that was going on. So you had all these female politicians to look up to. You know, we had Kamala for a very long time.
We're in sync because I'm dressed like Kamala today.
Okay, we can take inspiration from here and there, but we also took inspiration from our own realities, you know. We wanted to tell a story of, you know, what an individual can do to effect change in a country, because in a country where we're all sitting down and saying we want change, but nobody's doing anything towards it, you know, just creating something that is different, you know, in this climate. I don't think there's any. Well, in Nigeria, in Africa, it's changing with the female candidacy.
Yeah.
But with the story, we try to do something different, you know, tell a story about a future that can be possible.
What would you say is the one strength that you made sure that the lead character displayed in this story?
Is that she showed no fear. I mean, even when a whole lot of things were happening, she still showed strength. And I think it's something that I really think everybody should take. Yeah, it's good to be afraid, but in between, what will happen? Just take that bold step. And I think that's what she teaches.
I saw Presidency and I was trying to cosplay Kamala, but it's like,
Okay.
give me Okonjo, Iweala.
Yes, yes. It's the presidency, but from the Nigerian perspective. Yes, yes, yes.
I'll know that for next time.
Everybody with their boo-boo and with their agbaja, very important, very important.
What would you say influenced the decision to start with a political drama?
I don't think it was very particular in terms of like, so there's a lot that goes into decision making for film. We look at the season, we look at what's coming out and all of that. We felt like the presidency was a very strong opener because of just the political climate. It was very relatable. We thought February were very perfect release time after the Valentine's or just after the Valentine's Day period. So it was a very businessy decision, but we also knew that it was something people would relate to, basically. So
At the last event, the discussion was content without borders. So what's the plan to make, the presidency even go beyond Nigerian cinema?
one of the things that we set out to do when we started was how do we make the average film an international release? So for us, every film you hear us bringing out is not only going to be shown in Nigeria, it's just our DNA as a company. So yes, just keep watching. More to come. More to come.
I played young Sylvester in the presidency, part of the, well, I say the anti-rebel alliance, but yeah, I played young Sylvester and I had a blast playing my role.
Okay, tell me about one moment on set that was particularly interesting.
Interesting in the sense that I suffered in that particular scene because I feel like director had beef with me on that particular day because what I did.
Tell us what you did now. You say what you did. Tell us.
So in that particular scene, I was getting beaten up and then I rolled in mud.
You rolled in mud?
Yes, I rolled in mud. And when rain just falls and there are brown puddles of water, I rolled in those puddles.
But your overall experience on set, what was it like?
Very pleasant because everybody knows what they're doing. We're all professionals and as I said, I'm really excited to see the movie.
What do you think about women in leadership in Nigeria and in the world? Because that's what this film is about as well.
Genuinely, I feel like we need a woman leader first. So we see how she performs before we can now say, okay, yes, maybe we should have more women leaders in more political positions and stuff like that.
àwọn kí ni yóò lè jáde